Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Shagadelic, and today I'm going to go over the automated arc with you. Yes, I know most people probably already know how everything works, but we keep getting new players, and there are a couple of things that I still feel that some people might not completely understand, like how the pulling system works and stuff like that. So let's just get started into it. Now, the very first thing that you'll see is this right here, and it is the brain. Basically, it's the brains. You place this down, and this coordinates all the pulling and puts everything where it needs to go. And there are a couple of things that you do have to set up when you first get started with it, and it is kind of complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes a lot easier. And for new players, I would highly recommend taking this right here and making this a manual pulling system instead of an automatic until you get the hang of it. And basically, if you disable it, you just come down here to manual pull, and that way everything only gets pulled when you want it to, because otherwise you could place something down. Say you have a smithy and you put materials in it, and you want to make something, and then all of a sudden, poof, it can magically just disappear and go into one of your other places before you even have a chance. So sometimes it can be confusing, and I just recommend it. I know how to use the mod, and I still do that. But enough with that. Now this right here is the automated workbench, and basically everything in the mod gets built from here. I mean, there are a couple of stuff that you want, or that do not get built here and have to be built with the smithy, which I think is, yeah, right there. But basically this is where it's built. Now this right here is a wood pile, and basically you take spark powder, which I think I already got some here. Yeah, let me pull that out. I think there's some over here in this one too. Let me pull that out. Alright, now see, I just put that in there, and what the spark powder does is it'll make it, see, as you can see, there's none there. And voila, it's back into these. So basically what it does is it takes all the spark powder and equally divides it among your standing torches, so that way they all have the same amount in them, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Now next, this is just basically an early game refrigerator, the ice box. It's kind of self-explanatory. Now, these are the 3 different OCD vaults. Really, dude? I'm trying to make a video here. I'm just gonna hurry up and do the destroy wild dinos. Alright. Now, enough with that, but basically, you have 3 different ones. You got your beginner vault right here, which has 300 storage in it, which is amazing, even though that's just the beginner one. Now, this one right here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's got 650. And the final one, which is basically the metal vault, is you get 1,000, and that is a crap ton of storage. And basically, as you see, I have them named as for wood, stone, and fiber. And the way you do that is you just come down here, you rename it, and once you have it to what you want it, you come over here, and then you just hit show. And as you see, there is nothing in here. There is nothing in here. And there is nothing in here. And now I will show you how the pulling system starts, or how the pulling system works. Now, as you see, I've got wood, stone, and fiber in here. You just come down here, you click on manual. I pulled stuff from somewhere else, but as you can see, the stone, wood, and fiber are no longer there. And look, wood is in there, stone is in there, and fiber is in there. Now basically the way this works is once you have something in there, I have fiber in there. You come down here to this right here, you click on it. Then you come up here and you check mark it, and then you click on this, and then after you're done, you just hit close and you're done. Now you can do it from this menu technically, but I wouldn't because sometimes it can be buggy. I would always go into the settings menu from here because it works a lot better. And basically the way it works, anything you want in this vault, say if you only want fiber, but then you just do it how I did it. Say you want fiber and thatch and wood and every single resource in this specific one, and you just want to have a couple of vaults out, and say you want one for resources, one for say your weapons and so forth. You take all your resources, you put them in here, and then you come down there, you open that the settings menu up, and as you saw in the middle how it had the fiber with the, here I'll just redo it. Every single material that you have in here, it'll show on there, and all you have to do is have it check marked. Now, if you do not have it checked marked, here's what would happen. I will uncheck mark. I will hit save. Really? It's not going to close. There. I don't know what happened to my cursor right there, but anyways, as you can see, the fiber just disappeared because I still have it on the auto, and as you can see, poof, it came back there. And that's how that works, is you have to have these check marked to keep them in there, because as you can see when I pulled, that stuff is still in there. That is still in there. And say you have something that you don't want to pull from. Say you got stuff in your smithy and you don't want anything to ever come out of your smithy and get rearranged and go into your vaults or go into this right here. Basically, you just go to the exclusion one, which is yeah, right there, exclusion, and it will just basically pop up every single thing, and you just have to check mark it to, if you want it to have something that does not. Really, why is my stupid... I'm sorry, give me just a second. There. I don't know what was going on with my cursor again, but anyways, it also doesn't help that I have vision problems, so I do just use the cursor a lot. But anyways, enough with that. Alright, next you have the AA mortar and pestle. And it's just basically the normal mortar and pestle. I think it does make them a little bit quicker, but I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that. But I feel like it does. Now, this right here is the refrigerated trough. And basically, it's exactly what it says. It's a trough, but it's refrigerated. So all your meat and berries and stuff that you put in here through your dinos, they stay in it longer without spoiling. Alright, now, this right here is the veggie crate. Now, what it basically does is you can set it up to where when your vegetables in your crop plots come or are grown, they can get automatically transported to here. But me personally, I never used it. I just use the refrigerator once I'm a high enough level, and I just have them automatically go into the refrigerator. But that's just me personally. But this is the compost bin. Basically, any dino in the area, whether it be wild or not, it automatically picks up the feces. And as you can see, I have no dinos out, so this is all wild dino poop right here. And you just throw that thatch in it, and I mean, as we all know, it'll turn it into the fertilizer. And basically, this right here, it's an awesome machine. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It takes the fertilizer and will automatically take all the fertilizer to the crops and everything. So that way you don't have to manually put in the fertilizer. So it makes it really nice. Now, this is the gardening station. And basically what it is you get the different seeds and stuff like that. And really? Another one? Am I not allowed to make a video here? Come on, people. Alright, but anyways, the seeds of different types you can make from in here and they automatically just grow. Now, this right here is a spoiling bin. And basically, as you can see, you got raw meat in there, and it will slowly just turn your raw meat into spoiled meat. As you can see, it's doing it pretty quickly. Now, granted, if you have a crap ton of raw meat that you want to do, I would still recommend just doing the trick with the toilet where you put a whole bunch in there, sit down on it, and just make sure you don't flush, and then it'll automatically take all the raw meat at once. Now, this is the dino leash. And if we're all familiar with ARK, we know about the dino leash. But this is just the AA version. And basically, you turn it on, it puts a circle or radius around the area, and then your dinos can't leave it. Now, this, in my opinion, I love. It is the dehydrator. And basically what it does is it allows you to make jerky, but at a lot faster rate. And I thought I had some cooked meat in there, but I'm gonna guess that over here, let's see here. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Oh, wait. Alright, yeah. You put the cooked meat in there. You turn it on. And as you can see, it's making jerky. And look how fast that's making it. Definitely a lot faster than the regular method. And all this requires is just power. Which, as you can see right here with my next thing, is the generator. And it's just the AA version, and it takes gasoline just like normal. I mean, the radius is massive for it. But, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Let me get a drink real quick. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Next is the AA Smithy. I mean, self-explanatory. There's nothing really special about it. I mean, everything that you can make in a normal smithy, you can make in here. And some of the AA stuff as well. Alright. Next is the AA Industrial Cooker. Now, this one you do learn a lot earlier than the regular cooker. But I don't really understand why they made it that way, because it's kind of expensive to make. But either way, it's still, in my opinion, I like it. And I mean, the AA stuff in general just makes everything faster, and this is faster in my opinion too. Alright, now here's the cooker, and this does make stuff a lot quicker. Yeah, look how fast that's making. That's crazy, right? Alright, let's go ahead and turn that off. Alright, next up, we have... Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I was tongue-tied there for a second. But we have the refrigerated chemistry bench, which is basically, as you can tell, or as you can see by it, it's just a chemistry bench that is refrigerated. Anything that you put in there, it makes them last a lot longer, like your narco berries and stuff to make your narcotics. It'll just make everything last longer. Now, here is the two, I can't even think of the name of it, but the forges, okay. And as you can see, the industrial one is so much smaller. And watch how much faster. Wait, turn on. It does it pretty quickly. Let's turn that off. But my favorite thing is you never have to worry about charcoal ever again. Because, yes. Alright. There we go, see? Look how fast that's making charcoal. It's ridiculous how fast that makes. The main thing you want to use in this instead of wood is spark powder. Really, dude. How many times am I going to have to do this? I really need to put some turrets out or something. Alright. They just don't want me to make videos. Alright, now next up, we have the air conditioners. I mean, they're kind of self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure I have everything out. Now, these next two things are pretty cool. We have the vacuum and the trash can. The vacuum is basically you drop anything. I just dropped some spoiled meat. Oh, where did it go? Oh. Why didn't it? Alright. Let's try this again. Why is it not working? Is it not? Okay, it must be bugged out or something. Because it was just working a minute ago. I don't know, but anyways, normally what it does... Wait, did it work that time? Yep, okay, evidently it's just taking a couple of seconds right now. But you drop anything that you drop on the ground will get scooped up into this. And this is the trash can. And basically is, say for instance, you have stuff that can't be grinded and you don't have any use for it, you can just throw it here in the trash can. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird putting spoiled meat in there, but you just put it in there, step back, come back, poof, now it's completely gone. You don't have to worry about it. Now next is the honey extractor thing, and I love this thing because you bake it and it just passively generates honey over time. And you don't have to worry about getting stung by bees or anything like that. Now, next up we have the egg crate. And basically, it's self-explanatory. Is any dinos that lay eggs, it will come in here. And you can set it up to where it'll lay, or it'll collect only fertilized eggs, or only unfertilized, or both. So that's totally up to you, and all you have to do is just come in here and just go through the different settings and set it to what you want it as. Alright, now next up, we have the repair station. Basically, any of your armor, any of your weapons that get broken, you can come here, throw them in here, and repair them without having to go to all the different workbenches and repairing them. You can just do them all from there, so it makes it really nice. Now, next up, we have the fabricator. I don't know why I couldn't think of that even though I was sitting there looking at it. But as you see, the AA version of the fabricator, it's a lot smaller than the regular one. And, I mean, it's still silent once it's turned on and everything. So, I mean, it does the exact same thing the normal fabricator does. Just, in my opinion, it does it a little bit faster. Alright. Next up, we have the grinder. I mean, as you can see, it's still kind of big, but yeah, I think it does the grinding a little bit quicker, though. Alright. Then you have the refrigerator, and this refrigerator, it holds, as you see here, up to 1,000 on the storage, and it everything that you put in here, these what do you call it, the spoil timers, they're like ridiculously long. Alright, now here is the turret genie, and this thing is amazing. Basically, instead of having to go to every single turret and throwing in the ammo, you basically just put all the ammo in, and then you just hit the fill turrets, and all the different turrets you have, you can sit here and change everything from the range to what they're targeting and everything. So this thing is amazing. It saves you so much time, especially if you're in a PvP. Next up, we have a polymer converter, and basically it's exactly what it says. Is the polymer that you get, like the organic polymer from penguins and different creatures that you kill, you can bring it here, and you can throw it in here, and you can convert it to hard. And it makes things so much easier, because, I mean, yes, granted, with this fridge over here, it makes the polymer last so much longer, but this way, if you put it in here, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, now, granted, it is one of the last things that you learn. You learn it at, like, 80 or 90 or something, so it's definitely not a beginner thing that you'll get. But for late game, if you have a good dino to go kill all the penguins and get a crap ton of polymer, this works wonders. Now, the last couple things out here, you have what right here is an anthill. You basically put bug repellent in it, and ants will come out. And it's a good way to get the keratin or chitin or whatever it is. I can't remember exactly what, but and chitin. And what I like to do is I like to make like a 3x3 or a 4x4 building with just going one high, and then putting the frog in there, and then putting a crap ton of bug repellent in it. And basically, it would be a cementing paste form, because you just put your frog in there, and as the ants slowly come out, he'll just sit there and kill them all, and you can just walk away from it, and when you come back, he'll sit there and have a crap ton of cementing paste for you. Now, this looks like a teleporter, as you can see, but it's actually a healing thing. You just basically, you stand on it, or you have your dinos stand on it, and it will pull medical brews from your storages, and it will slowly heal you and your dinos. So, really, again, I need to really put some turds out before I make another video. I am so sorry, people. But anyways, that is it. So I've hoped some of you all have learned a couple of things, and I know I've got a sore throat, and I do apologize. And I'm very new to this, so I mean, yeah, as you can tell, I'm not a pro, but if you all did like the video, please feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe, definitely, because I plan on making a lot more videos, and subscribing would definitely help me out as I try to get to my first goal of 500, so that way I can unlock the memberships for people. But, well, I just wanted to thank you all, and you all have a good day.